folks, I am Sarada Sidhikari and today we have an Italian dish in the house which is Pesto Pasta Genovese. The star of this dish is Genovese Pesto Sauce. Genovese is a region in northern Italy. Now in this sauce you have basil, pine nuts, virgin olive oil and some cheese. So this recipe is sort of like 30 minutes, super simple, and you'll have a revelation if you don't know what pesto sauce is. I promise you that. So why wait? Let's check out the ingredients. So to make pesto pasta, we'll take the base ingredient is basil, and this is about 90 to 100 grams of basil or about 3 to 4 cups. And I've taken out the stems. I'll use the stems to flavor another dish, but I'm just keeping the leaves. Stems typically will make the pesto bitter. Then we'll use about half a cup to 3/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Then we have pine nuts. Now making Genovese pesto, which uses pine nuts, you can use almonds, peeled almonds or walnuts instead. Pine nuts are super expensive. I just bought this for the pesto recipe, but this is about half a cup of pine nuts. Salt to taste, we'll use about 2 to 3 teaspoons. 2 cloves of garlic and parmesan cheese. I'm taking shredded parmesan cheese about 3/4 cup. You can also shred your own cheese using a cheese block. And for pasta, I'm taking thin pasta or hairline pasta. This is also called Capellini in Italian. You can take any pasta. Chunkier pastas are actually better. I just had it, so I'm using it. And this pesto recipe makes about 3 to 4, can make about 3 to 4 servings of pasta. So let's start by first toasting the pine nuts and making them golden brown. So I'm heating a pan and I'll add all the pine nuts in the pan just in single file and toast them till they change a bit of color. So it has been about 2 minutes and the pine nuts have started to change color. I think we'll give it 1 more minute and then we should be done. So the traditional way to make pesto is in a mortar and pestle, but I think this is an easier way to make it in a mixer or a food processor. So I'm a mixer. Now first I'm adding all the garlic and I'll give it a pulse just to make sure the garlic is shredded. Yep, this should do. And now I'll add the pine nuts. See, the pine nuts are so toasty and they're changed color. So this is what we want, and the pine nuts are cool now. So adding the pine nuts and giving them a mix. I'm just shredding them and then adding all the parmesan cheese. Adding all the parmesan cheese now. Now giving them a mix. Pulsing it. Perfect. Now I'm adding the basil and I'm pulsing it. I'm not running it in a continuous cycle. It already smells beautiful. Now all the basil, most of the basil is essentially shredded. Now it's time to add some salt. I'll start adding olive oil from the top. So this is how it looks. Beautiful color. Beautiful green color with speckles of nuts. So now we'll start making our pasta. So I'm boiling water in a large saucepan and I've added some salt and some oil in the saucepan. Now adding all the pasta in the saucepan. And we'll cook the pasta till it's al dente. So it took about 7.5 to 8 minutes, and the pasta is al dente to my flavor. Al dente means pasta should be about 85 to 90% done, and it should have a bite to it. So now you can see the pasta has lost its structure but still has a bite to it. So I'll take it out from the hot water and keep it in a bowl. Now I've added the pasta in a bowl. Now I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of delicious pesto, just mixing this well. I've added 1 tablespoon. I'm adding another, and this is our good looking pesto, and a final one. I'll just mix this well with the pasta, and I'm using a tongue so that I don't break the pasta strands. And to loosen things up a bit, I'll add a bit of my pasta water, just 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoon and 3 tablespoon. Not making it liquidy, but making it a bit more fluid. Perfect. I think I might need a bit more pesto, so adding a small portion of pesto again and incorporating it in the bowl. And this is how it should look. If you want it a bit looser, just add some more pasta water. I'll just add 3 more tablespoons and mix this well. Our pasta is now ready. Now it's time to plate this. I'll make spirals of the pasta and serve it. By giving it some height. Adding some basil leaves, finishing with some extra parmesan on top. Perfect. So this was the recipe for Genovese pesto with pasta capellini, or angel hair pasta essentially. Tastes really good. 30-minute dinner recipe. Try out my recipe and let me know how it turned out for you in the comment section. And yes, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.